Hi, welcome to our channel. We are Ondra and Luci and this is our trip of a lifetime. We are currently in Inari, north of Finland, homeland of the Saami people. Today we are visiting Siida. It is a national museum focused entirely on Saami, their culture and their history. Siida means something like a clan, several families who live together and cooperate. This is how the Saami live. It was interesting to learn more about Saami history and their national awakening in the 70s when they reinvented their traditions. We also learn a lot about animals of the Arctic and how especially reindeers are important for the Saami way of living.
Good morning everyone! So yesterday we made it to Norway again, and today we are planning to go to the easternmost point of Norway. I don't expect anything to be there, but that's kind of why we decided to go there, you know. But first breakfast.
We have kind of porridge, but we don't cook it, we just heat the water and pour it into.
So it's kind of poor man's porridge.
It's kind of overnight oats, but it's not overnight. It's getting really cold, so it's nice to have something warm for breakfast in the morning.
What makes the breakfast a little less enjoyable is the fact that it's like 10 degrees outside and it's quite cold and windy.
It's cold, I'm wearing merino under the hoodie.
Yeah, but this is the first time we visited Barents Sea, which is the sea in front of us. It's actually a fjord, but it's part of the Barents Sea.
When it's the last time you visited New Sea? It's not that often, yeah?
I think last time was a year ago in Jordan.
Yeah, but the sea was already dead.
We are on our way, but first mission today is to find a gas bottle, like the propane gas, 2 kilogram bottle, because we had 2 bottles from Czech Republic. One is already empty and the second one will be empty in, I think, like about a week or 10 days. So we tried in Finland, and in Finland they don't sell these 2 kilogram bottles with like a screw-on valve. They have like a different system, but it's not compatible with us. So we are trying our luck in Norway. I found a plumber store, so I hope that they will sell the gas bottle and the valve as well, and we will somehow fit it together. So there's some kind of stuff here, but I'm not sure if it's the stuff we need. Should I explain again?
Yes!
Yes, please.
Yes.
I don't have what you need, but if you're lucky, there's another plumber store next to Rema 1000.
Alright, so it wasn't a success, but it wasn't a failure either. They told us to try another plumber store, and they should have more these thingies for the gas, so let's go there and hope. And the valve, that's like angled. And I need it to fit this. This fits the bottle.
Yes.
And I need a valve like to be angled. So no luck here. They had even less gas thingies. So I don't know what we are going to do. I don't know. I have to think. So we are out of luck today. I think we won't solve the gas problem. We tried everything. I tried to figure out some different solution. We tried to ask them if they could order it to the different office. which they cannot because it's actually a different company. In the meantime, we decided to make lunch because it's already 3:30 and we are pretty hungry. So we parked at this parking spot at some kind of cliff bird watching area, and we will go there next after lunch. I don't know if you could call this carbonara, but
Good enough.
pretty good. Enjoy the warm meal while you can.
Yeah, I hope it's not the last one. We finally reached the Barents Sea, far above the Arctic Circle, and we are back in Norway. Last time we saw the sea was 1 month ago. The sea was calm and welcoming. It was on Westeralen in the middle of the Scandinavian summer, and it was good. Today the sea is so different. It feels raw, wild and epic. As we walk along the cliffs by the Barents Sea, nature unfolds in all its wild beauty. The last days of summer are here and the landscape comes alive with color. Vibrant red berries dot the rugged terrain and the sweet scent of cloudberries fills the air. The seabirds scream above our heads and their calls are echoing across the sky. Below, the sea crashes against the rocks, a constant reminder of nature's unchained power. Now it is time to move on. Our today's final destination is the town of Vardo, located on Vardoja Island in the Barents Sea. Vardo is the easternmost town in Norway and in all the Nordic countries. It is even east of St. Petersburg, Kiev and Istanbul. This is crazy, we were just driving in the tunnel under the sea.
And we were just completely normal about it because we are in Scandinavia for 2 months and we've been a month in Norway and we've driven under the sea like 10 different times. But we just figured maybe it's kinda interesting.
It's quite something, I think. We just arrived to Vardo, which is the easternmost point of Norway, and we are going to check out the memorial of burnt witches from 17th century.
Yeah, it's a bit weird memorial. There is tons of stuff, like there is some art in the city, like some murals. There is this memorial of burnt witches. Also, there is this radar which tracks space junk. Lots of stuff.
Yeah, seems interesting, and all the area, it feels like we are back in Iceland.
So I don't know if it's the weather or something, but it's kind of creepy here.
It's the creepiest place ever. There is a horse, it's staring at me.
Yeah, so we read that the memorial is for 91 burnt victims here from 1600 to 1692. Yeah, that's it. They burned witches here. So let's check inside.
I'm scared.
Oh my god. What the hell is this?
In the 17th century, it was believed that Vardo is the end of the world and that there is a gate to hell in here and the witches are flying here to meet the devil. So there was a lot of trials and lots of burning.
We had no idea that this is here and how it looks inside. But it's creepy and amazing and
It's quite emotional, yeah? When you realize that so many innocent people were burned. Like it's one of the most terrible deaths, I think.
And the memorial itself, it looks very... It's great and it's
very moody, and there is like posters, and there is always the name of the burnt person and something about the person, the year, etc. But it's all in Norwegian. But we have a leaflet, so we will study then. It's not better outside.
So that was a bit dark.
I think it's the gloomiest place we have ever been to.
Yeah, it's weird. And the building itself from outside looks like a giant, I don't know what.
It's like Zeppelin.
Tunnel, Zeppelin, worm, whatever structure. Super weird. Yeah, so let's go to sleep. So I don't know about you, but this is like X-Files vibes, the whole city. It's quite dark already. There are these like radar stations, different kinds of antennas, this memorial. I don't know, it's...
I think people are missing.
It's super creepy here. But maybe it's just the weather, I don't know. Let's get out. So this is the place.
So, home for tonight.
Yeah, it's kind of close to the houses, but I think it's alright. There's no one here, but yeah, the Park for Night app didn't say anything about it's not possible to stay here, so it should be okay, I think. And for dinner, we are making some toasts. Is it toasts? Use this, which already almost broke here just after a couple of weeks, but still sort of works.
Yummy.
Looking good. Oh, and by the way, I really love this heater. It's the Autotherm 2 kilowatts heater, and it's on lowest settings, and it takes like 5 minutes to heat the van. Outside is like what, 8 degrees.
It's freezing.
And it's super cozy here. We have one vent here and one vent down here, and the third one goes through the boiler and it ends up in the trunk, which we can control with this knob. So like we can control where the heat goes, and super great. And I need to eat this now.
Good morning, everybody.
Morning. So it's another day. It's much less creepy now.
Yeah, it's well, not sunny but not gloomy.
Yeah, so we went to the city to explore a little. There should be some interesting art, I don't know, like murals and sculptures and stuff like that. And the houses are colorful, sun is shining, pretty good, except it's still cold.
Yeah, it's fucking cold.
And the night was, it's getting chillier, I think.
Yeah, we had the heating on till midnight
Yeah.
and it was good, but then
It gets hot. It gets like warm quite fast, but also it gets cold quite fast in the car. But we don't leave the heating on during the night because it's I think it's a waste. You know, we are still all right, just under the blankets. So now let's see the city and see what it has to offer.
We woke up into a sunny day and suddenly the town is not as gloomy as it seemed yesterday. There are less than 2,000 inhabitants, but there is so much to see. The whole town is basically a street art gallery. There are loads of wooden art installations and many graffiti from different artists. Next project after Vanlife. A walk in Vardo is full of contrast, history, street art and coastal culture all in one. It is one of the coldest places in Norway, excluding high mountain areas and Svalbard.
So this behind me is the Godfather. So we arrived to the fortress in Vardo, and we just learned that this is the northernmost fortress
In the world.
in the world. I had no idea. There is such a thing as northernmost fortress of the world, but it's here. Vardo's fortress was built by just 40 soldiers from Bergen in the 18th century. It's shaped like a star and it is the most northern fortress in the world. It is already a third fortification of this place, as it was always important to protect the port from other nations which have their interests in the Barents Sea. In the 17th century, this fortress was the setting for the numerous witch trials that were held in Vardo, and the so-called witches were held for trial in these buildings. So behind us in this building there were some expositions, unfortunately only in Norwegian, and we were too lazy to translate it. But we did find out one thing, and that is that this here is the only tree in town, and they cover it for winter and uncover it during some official ceremony in June. And it's about 3 meters tall.
It's truly magnificent tree.
Yeah, and it's only tree here because of the temperatures, which is in summer 10 degrees Celsius is the average temperature over summer. So it's quite cold here and trees don't grow.
It's crazy, the only tree in town. It's so interesting, we take trees for granted, you know, trees are everywhere. But here, like, whole town know where is there the only tree. And maybe they like, let's go for a walk. Where to? Let's see the tree. I heard it's uncovered already. It's crazy.
And its name is Rowan.
Rowan. Yeah, the only tree in town has its name. It makes sense. Don't take trees for granted.
And here in this barn is supposedly one of a kind cannon carriage. So I have no idea how unique or not this is. But they say it's pretty unique, so I will believe them. Thank you so much for watching our video. We will see you in the next one, again from this magical northeastern region of Norway.
plan?
I don't know. I thought we are going for lunch.
And then?
I don't know.